What's 1 plus 1?
2.
What's 2 plus 1?
3.
3 plus 1?
4.
What's 5 plus 1?
6.
7 plus 1?
8.
And 2 more. 9 plus 1?
10.
Alright, now 10 minus 2.
8.
Okay, so how did you feel that those problems were?
Were they hard or
Were they
easy
hard,
or okay?
easy? Okay, they're really easy?
Yeah.
Are you really, do you feel confident about math problems like that?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you could answer any one of those correctly?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you feel confident right now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to ask you another series of questions, okay? It's 5 times 4.
20.
What's 100 divided by 50?
2.
What's 4 times 3 minus 2?
10.
Alright, now what's 100 divided by 5 times 2 minus 1?
I don't know.
Okay, now how did you feel those questions were?
Hard.
Hard? Okay, and do you feel less confident now with answering those questions?
Yes.
Now, can you tell me which glass has more water, or are they the same?
About the same.
They're about the same?
Yeah.
Okay, now what if I take this water are they the same amount of water, or does this one have more water or this one have less water, or which one has more water if they're the same?
They're the same.
They're the same?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you poured it from that glass into that glass, and they were about the same when that glass was there.
But this one's taller, so
But that one's like wider, so it's the same.
so it would be the same thing if I were to pour this water into this bigger one too. Is it still the same amount of water?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same reason as you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Judy was a 12-year-old girl. Her mother promised her that she could go to a special rock concert coming to their town if she saved up from babysitting and lunch money to buy a ticket to the concert. She managed to save up to $15, or she managed to save up the $15 the ticket cost, plus another $5. But then her mother changed her mind and told Judy that she had to spend the money on new clothes for school. Judy was disappointed and decided to go to the concert anyway. She bought a ticket and told her mother that she had only been able to save $5. That Saturday, she went to the performance and told her mother that she was spending the day with a friend. A week passed without her mother finding out. Judy then told her older sister, Louise, that she had gone to the performance and lied to her mother about it. Louise wonders whether to tell their mother what Judy did. Okay?
Okay.
So the first question is, should Louise, the older sister, tell her mother that Judy lied about the money, or should she keep it quiet?
Tell her mom about it.
And how come?
Because she didn't tell her mom, and you're not supposed to do that.
You're supposed to tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question, why in general should a promise be kept?
Because you should keep a promise.
Because it's like the right thing to do, because you trust the person. Alright, we'll say that. And third, is it important to keep a promise to someone you don't know well and probably won't see? Is that important? To keep a promise to someone you don't know?
No,
And why is it not important?
because you don't know that person, and he's probably gonna tell someone.
Okay. Can you read another story? Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of botched that. Should I just say the question again? Well, actually, no, I don't gonna answer that right. I didn't know that there was a second page to it. All right, and the fourth question. In thinking back over the dilemma, what would you say is the most responsible thing for Louise to do in this situation? What was the most responsible thing for her to do?
Tell her mom that she went to the concert without telling her.
And why is that?
Because you can't lie.
All right. This is another story, okay? Two young men, brothers, had gotten into serious trouble. They were secretly leaving town in a hurry and needed money. Carl, the older one, broke into a store and stole $1,000. Bob, the younger one, went to a retired old man who was known to help people in town. He told the man that he was very sick and that he needed $1,000 to pay for an operation. Bob asked the old man to lend him the money and promised that he would pay him back when he recovered. Really, Bob wasn't sick at all, and he had no intention of paying the man back. Although the old man didn't know Bob very well, he lent him the money. So Bob and Carl skipped town, each with $1,000. So first question is, which is worse, stealing the money from the store like Carl, or cheating like Bob by asking the old man? Which one's worse?
Stealing money from the store.
Why is that?
Because it's bad to break into a store and steal money.
But it's worse than asking an old man for money when you're lying to him?
I don't know, I guess so.
Okay. Second question, what do you think is the worst thing about cheating the old man, and why?
Because the man gave him $1,000 and he wasn't really sick.
So that's the worst part, you think about it?
Yeah.
It's more than why is it bad that the guy asked the old man for money, but he was lying? Why is that bad?
Because he didn't really need the money.
Well, he needed the money, but it wasn't. Why? I'm trying to think of another way to rephrase this. So he lied to an old man for money. So why is that a bad thing?
Because he was lying and you're supposed to tell the truth.
Okay. Third question, in general, why should a promise be kept?
Because you should keep the promise.
All right. This camera, can you even catch her? She's speaking kind of quiet.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. And number 4, why shouldn't someone steal from a store?
Because you're not supposed to break into a store.
And why you're not supposed to break into a store?
Because it's not yours.
Okay. Okay, this is the last story. The mood at Baileyville High School is tense with anticipation. For the first time in many, many years, the varsity basketball team has made it to the state semifinals, unlike ours. The community is excited too, and everyone is making plans to attend the big event next Saturday night. Jeff, the varsity coach, has been waiting for years to field such a team. Speed, teamwork, and balance, they've got it all. Only one more week to practice, he tells his team, and not a rule can be broken. Everyone must be at practice each night at the regularly scheduled time, no exceptions. And Brad and Mike are 2 of the team starters. From their perspective, they're indispensable, which means that they're the guys they're like the guys, like the stars of the team. They're indispensable to the team, and they're the guys who bring victory to Baileyville. They decide, why no one will ever know, to show up an hour late to the next day's practice. Jeff is furious. They have deliberately disobeyed his orders. The rules say that they should be suspended for 1 full week. If he follows the rules, Brad and Mike will not play in the semifinals, but the whole team is depending on them. So what should he do? All right, and the first question is, would it be wrong for the coach to suspend the 2 best players?
No.
And why?
Wait. It would be wrong
It would be wrong?
No, it wouldn't because they missed the practice.
Okay. Do you think the coach should suspend them?
Yes.
And why?
Because they missed the practice.
All right. And should the coach break the rules and have the boys play in the game so they win?
No.
And why?
Because they missed the practice.
Okay. Is it okay for someone to break the rules for someone who doesn't deserve it?
No.
And why?
Because
It's kind of a weirdly phrased question. Is it okay? So it's like saying, is it okay to break the rules for somebody who doesn't need the rules broken? Like,
What's the question, sir?
is it okay for someone to break the rules for someone who doesn't deserve it? Who
So,
doesn't deserve it? So I'm trying to think of a scenario without even. Mikayla, if you're watching this, I have no idea what you're even thinking.
yeah. That's confusing.
That's
wording.
kind of a confusing one. Even I'm a little flabbergasted. Okay.
We can skip that one.
All right.
That's
All
fine.
right. That's it.
That was all the questions.
That's all we have for today. Join us next time on the Dining Room Dilemma of Thor Lane and Trinity Lane.
I miss Lego Star Wars so much. Start the timer.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him.